Hello everyone, I'm Angelo, and I am moving out on November 30th, 2018 because I refuse to pay landlords any more money, and I want you all to join me. So what I'm asking for is something from you. I want to hear your stories out there of bad roommates, of bad landlords, and I want to hear how much money you've spent on rent. It can be at a particular place, it can be overall during your whole life. I want to hear it and have it all in one place. I want this to be like a hub. This YouTube channel, Flying Over Trout, it's our social network. It's our hub against landlords. Oppose all landlords. Even the good landlords are still landlords. They can still take your money, take your deposit, tell you new rules that you don't like, move in people that you don't like, evict you, and they don't have to fix things when they don't want to. Even though they may be supposed to, they may be required to by law, but a lot of times they just won't. Why? They're counting on your fear and your ignorance, and they're counting on the fact that they have lots of people waiting to move in, but there's not many places you can find to live. And if you're like me in the DC area or in other areas that are expensive, or most of the country, because there's a huge amount of renters in this country, it's hard to find housing you can afford. Around DC, prices are exorbitant. In Arlington, Virginia, where I'm moving out of now, the average price for a one-bedroom apartment, according to the Arlington County government website, is $1,678 a month. Ridiculous! You are not getting any more square footage for that than anywhere else. You're not getting any more amenities. What you're getting is being close to a lot of rich people who want to keep your property values high. So these landlords you're paying, you don't get to keep anything when you leave once you get evicted or you move out of your place. All that money's gone. $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $100,000, $1 million, gone. It goes to the landlord and it goes to their mortgage. You are paying their mortgages. Well, I say no more. We need to stop this. So tell me your stories. Again, bad roommates, bad landlords, and how much rent you've paid. And I'm going to do a live stream where I go over all this info, and I want it to be a central place, like a rallying place for people to work against landlords, for people to get information, for them to feel confident that we don't need landlords. We should be speaking up against them. So leave the comments with your stories. You may know my stories already. I've done videos about where I live now, my unemployed roommate who thankfully finally moved out. My last home in Annandale, I did videos about that. My terrible landlord there, Debbie, and the awful neighborhood I lived in. I did a video about the place I lived in before that with an 89-year-old Baptist preacher who wanted to have sex with me, and he was grooming me to see if he could sort of manipulate me sexually. So, tell me your stories. Join me in solidarity, because this isn't about me. It's about all of us. This is our social network here, and I want this to be a place where we can feel confident and gain information from each other and share stories against landlords and against prices that are too high for rent and against mortgages that are too high. So join me, and soon I'll be doing a live stream where I share these stories. So thank you and take care.